So in Series 9, I played a character called Dave. My name's Steve Griffin. I'm a stunt performer really by trade, or was a stunt performer at that time by trade. But I got a little acting role in that series over 2 episodes. Cast as Dave because I knew everybody there because I've been performing stunts on the show. I've been doubling many people for various things, so you didn't actually see me as a person because I was always dressed up as somebody else. So they took advantage of me actually being able to play a character. I didn't actually audition for the character of Dave or anybody else come to that because acting's not really my forte. Um, I think they just seen enough of me to know they was happy with me to play that part. Um, so no, I never actually did an audition. They just picked me and said, "Can you do this?" Um, I mean, the playing the character Dave was relatively easy for me at that time. The acting's the hard part for me. The stunt side was relatively easy. A bit of climbing, a bit of shuffling through a tube, a fallout, and hanging on a wire. I trusted my wire team or the wire team at the time. Um yeah, so it was relatively easy for me. It was just the acting side is what I'm not really used to, but all good. I always remember it was very long time ago, of course, and early days for me. Um, the director John Reardon and his crew were all really friendly, nice, easygoing, laid back. So it wasn't really a difficult situation to fit in because everybody was welcoming and they knew what they were doing and they went a nice way about doing it. So it was all good. London's burning, as it says, London's burning. So all the locations were within London. Um, so obviously I'm based there, so things weren't too difficult for me. Um, Almost everything was on a location, never on a stage. Was always somewhere. Yeah, we went to lots of different locations, all different scenarios. So it's good. As for my character, Dave, I didn't really have much to do with costume and makeup. As you know, I played myself, so makeup wasn't really a thing. The costume, I wore what they gave me. It wasn't exactly my choice because it was like a skin type, tracksuit type situation. But hey ho, that's we go with that, and I just went with the flow. Again, as well as the crew, the casts were all very friendly. So again, they made me feel very welcome, and I knew most of the cast anyway because I've been a stunt performer on many episodes before playing Dave. So yeah, everybody, it was just a friendly set. I always remember it was friendly. The stunt coordinator was Alf Joint at the time, who brought me on. Such a nice guy, and no longer with us, Alf, but such a nice guy, and made life easy for us. I have many memories of London's burning as a whole, really, apart from those 2 episodes. As I say, it was early days for me, and Alf gave me a chance. He'd heard about me, and he gave me a chance, and it snowballed from there. And it's really, um, yeah, I was able to learn on the job quite a few things, and yeah, and everything went from there for me. So yeah, pleasant memories. The stunt business, it can be a tricky business to get into. It's a bit of a boyhood dream to be a stuntman. Um, you have to train to be on the stunt register. You have to in different sports you have to become instructor level, so it's quite time consuming, especially if you're working full time like I was, and I had to do it in my spare time. So it took a good couple of years to gain all my qualifications. And and of course, once you start, you're really a kind of an apprentice. So, but the more you do, the more you sing, the better you are, the you will get there. Of all the various stunts that I did, lots of different things. We did some pretty hairy crashes. Crashed a fire engine, doing a pipe ramp in a fire engine on one episode. All sorts of stuff, but there was a lot of tricky driving stuff that ended in a crash. Yeah, it's just a combination of everything. There's some good stuff on there. I really had fun doing it. I don't think I had a favourite episode as such. I enjoyed it each time I was working there, so every time was different. Some of the more hair-raising things, I hit a car head on. It sent me up in the air, which was quite significant. The fire engine crash, it hadn't been done the way we were doing it. Yeah, so there was some good moments. Nothing particular actually stands out and says, yeah, that was the day. I just enjoyed it all. I got to know all the cast members over a period of time because I worked on it so regularly. So I got to know all the cast members in different stages. Again, everybody was very welcoming. It was nice to be able to go in and people say, "Oh, hello, Steve, how you doing?" And that they actually recognise you and acknowledge you. So that's all good. Yeah, we just had a good time. And then when we were doing stunts, they're like, "Oh, Steve, you do this," or yeah. So we had a bit of fun as well. Paul Knight, obviously, very very clever man and very experienced man. He would come on set from time to time, so I met him and we would talk sometimes. But we were sort of at different ends of the production, if you like. Him more in the creative side and me on the completion side. So yeah, I met him, but didn't have a tremendous amount to do with it. Um, I think there's every possibility you could bring London's Burning back today, just because it's not obviously just about stunt work. It's about the stories within the scripts, and that's probably the most important thing, that you've got enough good scripts to make it successful. And of course, in today's world, people are looking for bigger, better things, which don't want to bring up the dreaded AI, because I think, especially in something like London's Burning, we're going to be much more personable and you want to relate to the characters. So from them early days, I was a stunt performer and I went through the ranks and did lots of different shows. From there, I went on some of the Bonds like GoldenEye, Tomorrow Never Dies, and did Saving Private Ryan and Titanic. And then this side of the year 2000, I've become a coordinator, and done lots of shows coordinating. And then probably the last 10 years, I've become a second unit director. So I've progressed through the ranks, and I'm currently second unit director and stunt coordinator on Beekeeper 2, with a few things lined up, so it's all going well.